all, welcome to part 45 of Python tutorial. In this session, I'm going to practically show you how to initialize class variables using methods in Python. So let's get started. First of all, I'll open this PyCharm IDE where we have the sample Python file. Here, I'll create a class using the keyword class keyword followed by the name of the class, say car, and followed by this colon. Okay, these three things, you can create a class. Class with the name car got created. Now, under this class, I'll create a method. And the purpose of this method is going to be initializing the class variables. Okay, in order to create the method, I have to use def, and the name of the method, let me give some relevant name for the method. So because I'm going to use it for initializing the class variables, right? Let me give that as initializing or initialization method. Okay, some method name you just give, guys. Can give any name here. I just gave initialization method, and here I have to give, okay, I have to give method parameters. Okay, parameters I have to give. So this method I'm going to use for initializing the class variables. For that, I need the parameters. Let's say whatever the class variables you want to initialize, right? That many number of parameters you have to give. For example, I want to initialize some car brand. Okay, so I'll give brand parameter. After that, model of the car, I want to initialize. I want to even initialize the price of the car and the mileage of the car. Like this, 4 parameters I have provided so that I can initialize these 4 varieties of class variables. Okay, so now let me create the class variables. Inside the method, we can create the class variables, right? Inside the method also, we can create the class variables. How to create the class variables here? I have to use a keyword known as self keyword, as explained in the previous session. Okay, we have to use self keyword to create the class variables. Inside the method, if you create some variables with the help of the self, that belongs to the car class variable. Okay, in this case, class variables. Self dot brand. This is not a parameter, guys. Okay, this is not a parameter. Here, brand is a parameter. Method parameter is brand, but here self dot brand belongs to the class variable. It's a class variable. To this car class, this brand variable belongs to. That's why self dot brand. To initialize the class variables with the method parameters. Okay, using the method, we are initializing the class variables. Okay, this belongs to the class. Self dot brand belongs to the class. To that, I am going to assign this brand. Done. Similarly, I'll create another class variable, say self dot model. Okay, self means something that belongs to the class. Your model variable belongs to the class because of using the self keyword. Okay, is equal to parameter. This model is parameter, guys. Okay, this model is parameter. Again, self dot price, class variable price. Okay, self dot price is the class variable. I'm assigning the price parameter to it. Self dot mileage. Self dot mileage is a class variable and mileage is a method parameter. So like this, okay, I can initialize any number of class variables. Okay, using a method, we can initialize any number of class variables like this case. Okay, so now I'll create one more method inside this class. Okay, car class, saying print details method. Okay, some print details method. So what I will print here is I'll print or otherwise I'll say def, I'll say start car. Okay, I'll create one method known as start car. Here I'll say print which car started, model, sorry, brand plus, I have to say self dot brand. Okay, so in order to access the class variables, I have to use self dot brand. Car having model as, what is the model, guys? Model is self dot model. Okay, self dot model plus as started. Anyhow, this brand, this self dot brand and self dot model will be in string text. So no problem. You can use plus sign here, not a problem. Okay. Similarly, I'll create one more method, say stop car. Stop car. Here I'll print self dot brand plus car having model as plus self dot model has stopped. Okay, car stop. So fine, right? I'll also create one more method. Three methods I'm creating here. Print car details. Okay. If this particular method is called, then it is going to print all the details of the car. For example, print. I'll say brand of the car is plus self dot brand. Then print model of the car is plus self dot model. Print price of the car. It is an integer value, right? Number. Okay, I cannot use place here, but there is a way I can still use place. Okay, I'll use that method. So price of the car is, here I'm concatenating this string text. If I directly say plus self dot, if I say self dot price, right, that is a problem because this price will be in the number format. I cannot concatenate a number with a string text. So what I have to do is I have to convert this, right? Before concatenating, I have to convert the self dot price with str. I am converting that to string. After that, I am concatenating. This will work fine. Then same, then print mileage. Mileage of the car also is in the number format. Mileage of the car is plus str of self dot mileage, like this. Okay, all the car details will be printed. So far we have written like this, guys. Okay, now what I will do is this particular method, the first method inside this car class is going to initialize this class variables. Okay, all these class variables, that self dot brand, self dot model, self dot price, self dot mileage belong to the class. They belong to the class. They are class variables. Okay, all these class variables are being accessed in all the remaining methods. You see here, self dot brand, self dot model. These are all the class variables. These are not the parameters. These are the method parameters, but these are the class variables. Outside this method, you can only access the class variables, right? Not method parameters. So that's why self dot model, self dot price, self dot mileage, all these things are coming. Fine. But the first method, the intention of the first method is to initialize. Okay, initialize the class variables with the method parameters. Now, guys, the first thing what I will do is I will create an object for the car class. How to create an object for the car class? I'll say car, like this. Okay, this will create an object for the car class. So what will happen in the computer memory? Okay, some memory will be reserved for the first object. Okay, object one. Some memory will be reserved. The moment you create an object for the car class, some memory will be reserved for the object one. And in this object, okay, so for now, this is object one got created. So I'll create an object reference for this object, guys. I'll say SVDI. Okay, SVDI is equal to like this. Okay, this is the object. Here SVDI is the object reference. Okay, SVDI is the object reference. Now what I will do is I will initialize the class variables using the initialization method with the help of this object reference. Okay, here SVDI is the object reference. That means this memory that got reserved for the object one created for the car class, okay, will be referenced with the help of object reference known as SVDI. Using this object reference, you can refer to this object memory. Fine, guys. Now I'll say SVDI dot, okay, SVDI dot initialization method. So when you're calling this initialization method here, parameters are there. So I have to pass arguments for each and every parameter for this initialization method. So here first parameter is brand, second is model, third one is price, and fourth one is the mileage. Okay, brand, model, price, and mileage I have to pass. Coming to the price, guys, coming to the brand, guys, brand I will say, what is this? Maruti brand. Okay, Maruti is the brand company. The model is Swift model. Okay, Swift model. Swift VDI model. You can say clearly Swift VDI model. Then after that, price is, let's say 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs in 8 lakhs in Indian rupees. And the mileage is, how much? Let's say mileage is 24 kilometers per liter. Okay, 24 kilometers per liter. Fine, done. So like this, you see, I'm passing the arguments, and this Maruti will go into this brand, and this Swift VDI will go into, when this particular initialization method is called using this object reference of the first object, right? Okay, this Maruti will go into the brand. The Swift VDI will go into the model. The 8 lakhs will go into the price, and 24 will go into the mileage. And all these arguments received by these method parameters will be initialized to the class variables. That is, this car class has these variables known as self.brand, self.model, self.price, and self.mileage. All these class variables got assigned with these arguments indirectly with the help of via method parameters. Okay, this is what is initialization, guys. And here we are initializing this class variables with the help of a method. That's why I'm just saying the topic as initializing the class variables using methods in the Python. Okay, initializing the class variables using the methods in Python. So this will initialize the class variables using the methods in Python. Fine. Now what I will do is, if I call any of these methods, okay, fine. Here initialization is done, right? Here, because of this method, because of we calling this initialization method with the help of the object reference of this first object, right? We have initialized this. So what happens in the memory is here, okay, brand is equal to Maruti, okay, will be stored in the object memory, okay. Then model is equal to Swift VDI will be stored in the object memory. Then price is equal to 8 lakhs will be stored in the object memory. Then mileage is equal to 24 will be stored in the object memory. Like this, guys. Okay, whenever you initialize it in this particular object one memory, which is referenced using this object reference known as VDI, these details are stored. Again, using the same object reference, if I say, I'll do that later. For now, this is enough. Now I'll create one more object for the car class. Okay, this is the first object, this is the second object I'm creating, and I'll create an object reference for the second object also. Let's say HAM, okay, AMZ, okay, HAMZ, okay. So I'll say HAMZ object reference dot, I'll initialize this, okay. Here also I'll say initialization method, okay. Here also I need to pass these 4 parameters, arguments to the 4 parameters. Here I'll send the brand of the car as Honda, okay, model of the car is Amaze, then price of the car as 9 lakhs, and mileage of the car is 14.5 kilometers per liter. Okay, I have given different values here, right? So here also another object got created in the memory. Apart from this object one, there's one more object got created in the memory like this. Okay, so this is object 2, and here brand is equal to Honda. Okay, Honda is stored. Model is equal to Amaze. Price is equal to 9 lakhs. Then mileage is equal to 14.5. Like that, you can create any number of objects, guys. Okay, here like this, you can create any number of objects. To this object 2, what is the object reference? What is the object reference for this object 2? HMZ, right? HAMZ. HAMZ is the object reference in this case, like this. Okay. So in this object, these details are being stored. In the second object, these details are being stored, right? Fine. Now what I will do is, if I use this object reference after initializing this particular object, and this is object reference, right? Using this object reference, okay. If I say SVDI dot start car, if I say which car will be started, if I say SVDI dot start car, which car will be started? Maruti Swift VDI car will be started, because this is the object reference, right? Honda Amaze will not be started, guys. Okay, Maruti Swift VDI will be started because this is the object reference and these are the initialized data. So when I say SVDI dot start car, Maruti Swift VDI car started will be printed in the right click, done. You see Maruti car having the model as Swift VDI has started got printed in the output. Now similarly, if I say HAMZ dot start car, this time using this object reference, which car will be started? Honda Amaze car will be started. Okay, using this object reference, this Using this, if you are trying to access start car method from the class, with the help of this object reference, this car only will be started, right? Honda Amaze car will be started. Run this code. You see, Honda car having the model as Amaze has started. Like this, guys, you can create n number of objects. Only 2 objects you created, but you can create limitless number of objects. Okay, for the same class, you are creating multiple objects. Now here, car class is acting like a template, right? This is a template, guys. Okay, car class is acting like a template, and these are the instances of the class, objects of the class. Okay, first object of the class, second object of the. These are the instances of the class. Your class is acting like a template or blueprint or factory, which is creating this real world objects, right? Your Swift VDI, Maruti Swift VDI is a real world object, right? Honda Amaze is a real world object. Fine. Like this, you can create any number of objects, guys. And also using the Swift VDI, after starting the car, I want to stop the car. Okay. And using the Swift VDI object reference, SVDI, I'll print the car details. Okay. Print car details. There are 3 methods, right? After initialization, there are 3 methods here. All these methods we can call using the object reference. You see, Swift EDI. And here, guys, I'll put a line here so that we can see the difference. Just for the printing purpose. Okay, I'm adding this line. Fine. After that, I'm starting the Honda Amaze car, and I'm stopping the Honda Amaze car, and also I am printing the car details of the Honda Amaze car. Now run this code. You get this detailed output. You see, Maruti car having the model as Swift EDI has started. Maruti car having the model as Swift EDI has stopped. Brand of the car is Maruti. Model of the car is Swift EDI. Price of the car is 8 lakhs. Mileage of the car is 24. All the details related to the Maruti car got printed. Here, Honda Amaze car having the model as Amaze has started. Honda car having model as Amaze has stopped. Brand of the car is Honda. Model of the car is Amaze. Price is 9 lakhs and mileage of the car is 14.5. You see, this is how it works, guys. So in this session, I have practically shown how to initialize the class variables using methods in Python, right? Here, I have used this method for initializing the class variables. What are the class variables? Brand, model, price, self.brand, self.model, self.price, and self.mileage are the class variables. I have initialized these variables with the help of the method parameters in Python. Okay, so that's all for this session, guys. Okay, so that's all for this session. In the next session, I'll show a better way of initializing the class variables. Okay, there's one more way, guys, for initializing the class variables. Okay, without methods, we can use constructors. Okay, there is a concept known as constructors, using which also we can initialize the class variables. But how to use constructors in Python to initialize the class variables instead of methods? What is the benefit? All those things I'll explain in the next session. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Bye.